Day 90 in our investigation of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
Man, who are you talking to?
Talking to the people, Johnson. Breaking the fourth wall.
Here you go again.
ISUPK, they like to call themselves. You know what we call them, though, Johnson? Right?
A cult.
Damn right, a cult. CULT. Constantly using ladies' time. You understand? That's what they are.
But why do you call them a cult? I'm not against it, but I just want to understand why.
Johnson. How many times we got to go over this? They have multiple wives. They hate children.
Okay.
They beat men.
Uh-huh.
They drink blood.
Uh-huh.
And they worship a man.
Uh-huh.
A man named...
What's wrong with multiple wives?
Johnson, let me finish my dissertation, and then I'll tell you what's wrong with multiple wives.
All right.
All right. Yucky, okay? They worship a man named Commanding General Yohana.
Uh-huh.
When they meet him, they say, Shalom Badam, Ramadan, and then they give him a secret handshake. I saw it. It's just fist bumping.
I don't know. I think you're going overboard, sir. I don't know.
I mean, I could go fist bumping.
I don't know. I think you're going overboard, sir. I don't know.
I mean, I could go overboard, but guess what? Ramadan, and then they give him a secret handshake. I saw it. It's just fist bumping.
I don't know. I think you're going overboard, sir. I don't know.
I mean, I could go overboard, but guess what? We're going to sink them like the goddamn Titanic. All right?
All right.
So, with that being, wait a minute. One of them's coming up on us.
Oh.
Johnson, act normal.
Can I help y'all brothers or something? Y'all good?
Yeah, we were just chilling. We were just,
Keeping it gangster. You know?
Yeah.
You know about gang stuff, huh?
I'm not too sure, but y'all, y'all, I see y'all staring and stuff. Y'all sure y'all good?
Yeah, we were just looking. I mean, we were just, wanted to,
Smells good, man. You guys cooking that porky pig over there, huh?
Nah, brother, we don't do that.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yucky, okay? They worship a man named Commanding General Yohana.
Uh-huh.
When they meet him, they say, Shalom Badam, Ramadan, and then they give him a secret handshake. I saw it. It's just fist bumping.
I don't know. I think you're going overboard, sir. I don't know.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Yeah. All right. So y'all can hear me now. Throw one up in the chat if y'all can hear me. We got Yara Call in the building. The rib of Officer Mataza Yahala. All right. Checking in from the slavery. So all right. Appreciate y'all, man. So yeah, that skit, y'all can check it out as ISUPK NORCAL for Northern Cali. It's on TikTok, man. I mean, these brothers, they did a great skit, and they had a good plot. And the plot of the skit is that they're trying to prove that the ISUPK is a cult, and they're going to try to bust them for being a cult. And it's just dope, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna laugh. All right, so shout out to Power Bob, I see you got your name back. You got the old name that you had on here. Somehow you got to change that. This year we changing all Facebook names because I don't want to know your name. All right. All right. Let's go back up here to the top, to the tip top. So we got we got Shabar in here. What's going on, Shabar? Shalom, Lord of Christ. UPK Shara, Yaquar. Shout out to you, Fort Worth, Texas. Shapara, checking in from Louisiana. All right, shalom to you, sis. Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Thumba Shem Yahweh Shai. George Sanders. All right, let's get that name this year. If you already have it, just change it. All right, Shabar, what's going on? Shalom, Lord of Christ. To you, let me see. Trooper Tazawa checking in from the BX. All right, BX in the building. Olivia Arnold checking in from San Bernardino. Let me see. Y'all recall, I already gave you a shout out. Jeff Cooper. Let me see. Power Beasy. Checking in from Houston. Okay. It's probably like what? 4 o'clock over there? Damn. Your Quadazar 1 West 125. Checking in from Buffalo, New York. All right. she don't know how to change it. All right, no sweat. We're gonna change it. Big Main, yeah. Shalom to you. Yeah. So look, as much as you come into class, you should be getting credit for coming into class because I'm pretty sure you have been in here. Now I don't know if you're an officer or a trooper or what, or a young man or what, but you definitely should be getting credit for being in here because you're always in all the classes. Jaheim, all right, Jaheim. Yeah. Shalom, Lord of Christ checking in from Florida. Yeah, all right. I see y'all. All right, so the name of the class is Disagreements in the Truth, right? Because, yeah, we could have disagreements in the truth. I know it might seem like, you can get this picture painted like, that we're not going to have issues. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, people, they have that in their head that you're never ever going to have a disagreement in the truth, and that's false. You know what I'm saying? And for a lot of people that think this false narrative that it's never going to be a problem in the truth, then when the problem presents itself, then that person leaves because they come in thinking that you can't never have a disagreement with a brother, or two sisters can't have a disagreement. You can have a disagreement in the truth, but a good friend countervails, everything that you go through, right? So let me show you a disagreement in the truth, all right? Let me go to Acts 15 and 36. Acts 15 and 36. And then also, too, if any of the sisters want to read, y'all can read, too. All right? That's right. Acts 15 and 36. So if any sister would like to read, you can read too. Brotherhood and sisterhood, right?
That's too small. Too small.
Those Bibles are horrible. Yeah, those Bibles are horrible. The ones with the small, that's like when you don't have a Bible. You read those. Yeah, you read those when you don't have one. All right. Let's go to Acts 15 and 36. Now, what I want y'all to focus on here is the disagreement, right? A disagreement, right? I want y'all to focus in on that because, like all brothers, man, like all sisters, you're gonna have you're gonna have disagreements, right? I'm just highlighting everything. All right, so all right, here we go. All right, you can read it. All right, so I will go to headquarters for one of the classes soon, Lord allow. All right, so look, you ain't all right, so you in Pittsburgh. All right, so let me see. You about 4.5 hours from Philly. So Damn. All right. So I think it's a brother up there in Pittsburgh. I believe it's a few brothers up in Pittsburgh that you can link up with, and you can get down with those brothers. You know what I'm saying? I can link you up with Captain Ahmad, his number, you know what I'm saying? Because he's a captain over that city, you know what I'm saying? And he could plug you in with a brother or two that's up there in Pittsburgh, so you can move forward a lot quicker than trying to make it all the way to New York. Go ahead.
George Sanders is in. He's the one that said he's going to headquarters. He's in Jersey City. Big Maine is in Pittsburgh.
Okay, Big Maine. Okay. Oh, okay. George Sanders. Okay, so yeah, you Salaki about that. So. Okay, there we go. So you okay? So the brother Officer Kwam Gowan is in Pittsburgh. So whoever need that, go ahead and grab that. You know what I'm saying? You need that. So get with the brother. You know what I'm saying? If anybody could help the brother out that said that he's in Pittsburgh, then okay. So bro. Okay. So then, yeah, we're gonna this what the whole thing is about, man. It's about us networking, using the class to link up with brothers that might be in your city, sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then also if you are in the city and you don't have nobody there, then if what you're being taught and you're learning, if it's something that feels special to you, something that you feel that other people need to know, then you have to come in, right? And you have to, take that sacrifice for the rest of the people that's in your zone that don't know about the truth. So you got to be the brother that's going to be able to bring them the truth. So let's just say if you were in a city where the ISUPK isn't there, then you need to make it your business to start something so that the ISUPK can be there. But then also, if you might have to drive like 3.5 hours, 4 hours to go to a city that is the closest to you. But then you go there, get learned up in the truth, hit the camps, roll with the brothers and stuff like that, get raised up, and then you go back to your city. You raise up a school, you raise up brothers, and you raise up sisters in your zone, and that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen, you know what I'm saying, without you doing any work. You know what I mean? Like Christ said, the kingdom of heaven cometh not with observation. So you're not going to be able to get anybody, you're not going to be able to do that, what you want to do as far as getting people to understand the truth and stuff if you don't put in the work to do it. That's it. All right. Acts 15 and 36.
Acts 15 and 36.
Nice and loud.
And some days after Paul said unto Barnabas, let us go again and visit our brethren in every city where we have preached the word of the Lord and see how they do.
Mm-hmm.
And Barnabas determined to take with them John, whose surname was Mark.
Mm-hmm.
But Paul thought not good to take him with them,
Mm-hmm.
who departed from them from Pamphylia.
Yeah, because see what happened was when they went to Pamphylia, you know what I'm saying, Mark got ghosts. He ghosted them and bounced. So they like, well, why are we going to take this dude? So Barnabas is like, well, why should we take this dude with us over here? Because when we went over here, he bounced. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And went not with them to the work.
Right. So that's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like we say, okay, we're going to go out to New York, or we're going to go to Pittsburgh, or we're going to go down somewhere to go teach. And then we got like 3 or 4 brothers with us, but one of the brothers rolled. When we on our way there, he bounced, or we get there and we at camp or something, he just leave, and then nobody know, he's just MIA. You know what I'm saying? But then when we go somewhere else, now that that's over, we going our way somewhere else. One of the brothers like, yo, we're gonna take so and so, and we like, man, why are we gonna take this nigga for? He bounced on us when we was at the other city. Why should we take him to another city? And that's where they're having the contention at. Keep going.
All right. Acts 15 and 39. And the contention.
And the what?
And the contention.
All right, so let's look up what contention is. Could somebody give me the definition of contention? All right, contention. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see. I might be a little bit quicker on the draw. But if you got it, it's no sweat. Kazakwa?
No.
Oh, Siri? No, Alexa?
Alexa. Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, that. Yeah, well, it's not on. Yeah, you got it.
It says a heated disagreement.
There you go. See that? So they're having a disagreement right now, and it's heated. You know, like some disagreements, they might just be like, oh, man, I ain't with that. And you'd be like, oh, I ain't doing that either. And y'all just go their way. But it's an actual heated disagreement between the two. All right. And y'all, if y'all know anything about Barnabas, Barnabas was with Paul like early on in Paul's work. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they've been rocking out for a long time. All right. Keep going.
Was so sharp between them that they departed asunder one from the other.
Uh-huh.
And so Barnabas took Mark and sailed unto Cyprus.
Uh-huh.
And Paul chose Silas and departed, being recommended by the brethren unto the grace of God.
See that? So they parted ways. The contention was so sharp that they was like, man, look, I'm out, man. You know what I'm saying? You go your way. You know, that's pretty contentious. You get my point? Like if you to travel with somebody and then say, okay, well, because you want to do this, I'm gonna go over here with him, and I'm gonna go this way, and you go. Because remember, in the work, you don't know if y'all gonna see each other again. You just bounce. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, you know, like where we like remember how hard it was to find your homeboy or your homegirl back in the 90s? You know, you go to the crib and be like, yo, they home? They be like, nope. You go in the 80s, you be like, yo, are they home? They like, nah. So you wouldn't see your friend until you just ran into him. You know what I'm saying? And that's, so just imagine how it was in the 80s and the 70s and all that. Imagine how it would be back in the time of Paul. Like, then they're not going to, you know, just around the corner. They're separating and going two separate ways, you know what I'm saying, in two separate cities. So just imagine how much contention it would have had to been for you to part ways with somebody in that time, not knowing if you will ever see that person again, right? So let me get let's get another one. Let's get Galatians 2:11. Just showing some disagreements in the truth that we can have, you know, and I'm just showing some examples of disagreements that brothers had. Also, I got one with a sister. All right. Then where's the one with the sister? All right, I'll find it. Damn, what's that one? Damn, I'm trying to find it. The one with the sisters. Okay, so yeah, can you read that one? Matajiala, the next one, Galatians.
It's the book of Galatians, chapter 2, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
But when Peter was come to Antioch, I withstood him to the face, because he was to be blamed.
Okay. So this is Paul when he's going to Antioch, and he's confronting Peter, because what Peter's doing is Peter. All right, let me see. Go up. What was the one where Peter okay, yeah. Read 11 real quick, and then read 12. because it's going to explain why Paul had an issue with Peter. Go ahead.
Book of Galatians, chapter 2, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
But when Peter was come to Antioch,
Mm-hmm.
I withstood him to the face,
Mm-hmm.
because he was to be blamed.
Mm-hmm.
For before that certain came from James, he did eat with the Gentiles.
Mm-hmm.
But when they were come, he withdrew and separated himself,
Mm-hmm.
fearing them which were of the circumcision.
You see that? So Paul knew, okay, so what is this talking about right here? Okay. Paul got the revelation to deal with the Gentiles, right? Who were the other, what would be considered the other nations, right? In Acts, the 9th chapter. Peter got it in Acts, the 10th chapter. So they understood what the mission was. They understood that they had to go to their brothers who was, in the other kingdoms, their other brothers who wasn't living and living, I can't even say like living right, because it was Israel and Judah was doing the same thing, but they were just going and gathering the lost sheep of the house of Israel. I'll say it like that. They knew what the mission was. So what Peter was doing was, he was separating himself from those brothers who were the brothers who were, like I said, the uncircumcision once the circumcision came around. Do you understand what it's saying there?
Sir, I do, but I don't know.
Just go ahead and give it to him. Go ahead and give it to him.
All right, sir. The circumcision were the Jews that were in the land,
Mm-hmm.
and basically was always in the land.
Right.
It was keeping the laws, and the uncircumcision were the Israelites that were outside of the land.
Right. There you go. So now y'all get it. So now so that'll help you out when you see circumcision, uncircumcision. You'll kind of get a good gauge of where to go when it's talking about it. Go ahead.
So you're saying that uncircumcision was Jews that were living
Outside of Jerusalem.
Was it outside Jerusalem or outside of their culture?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
But remember the Jews that were there, just remember, okay, think the time of Christ, right? Think around that time, right? So you had Jews that knew they were Jews, that grew up, in Jerusalem. They knew they got circumcised on the 8th day, and they knew that they were Jews, even though they wasn't following the scriptures correctly. They wasn't following the law correctly or anything like that. But then think about it's still your brothers, but they're just in another land in, say, Greece or Athens or Corinth, right? And they're uncircumcised. You get my point? Because they grew up that way, but they're still your brother at the end of the day. So you got Paul with Paul and Peter and all of them, their mission was to go to those brothers and to bring them back. You know what I mean? Because that was the benefit of the promises, of course, right? And the benefit of Christ joining us back to the Lord, and so that we all get a chance and we all get grace, right? And we get a time to come back to the Lord, right? So outside of the land would be the uncircumcision. If you were in the land, you would be considered the circumcision, right? All right. All right, cool. All right, Nahalia, Azanya Allah, checking in from Chicago. All right. Barack Wana, checking in from Toronto. I got to get up there to Canada, but they won't let me because if you get one felony, that's it for the rest of your life, man. That's so crazy, because the oppressor want us to forgive him for slavery, right? But he can't even forgive us for a damn crime that you committed 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put in some paperwork, right, to get forgiveness. Basically that's what it is. Like when you put in to expunge a case or to get a case sealed, that's basically what you're applying for. You're applying for forgiveness, because the people that sit on the board, they're looking at your application and they say, well, this guy did this, 15 years ago or 12 years ago, or this sister did this, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, and she wants this case to be sealed. You know what I mean? They look at it and they say, no. And then they deny it, and then you don't get your record expunged. And then you got to keep that thing that you did 15, 20 years ago on your record, and you can't get your rights reinstated. You know what I'm saying? Because like even in New York, they got it's called a certificate of relief of disabilities, because that's like saying you don't have all your rights as a human being, as an American, because of a mistake you made. So you can, you know, put this application into the board and get denied forgiveness, but they want us to forgive them for slavery, and we supposed to forgive them without no paperwork.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where's our board at that would say no? Until you can start forgiving black people and Hispanics for some of these damn felonies that they committed when they was kids. You know, now I get it. Murder, okay, I can understand why they wouldn't forgive murder, right? Because that's something that's forever. But I mean, come on, if a brother robs somebody or a sister robs somebody back when she was, you know, 19, and now she's 40, then I mean, why should the sister still have to, and she went to jail, and she went on parole, and she finished all her community service, and you still can't get forgiveness after that? Man, that's draconian. You know what I'm saying? And that just shows you the level of the oppressor. They want forgiveness from us for slavery and all the murder. Y'all heard about Mary Turner? Mary Turner in Valdosta. Man, y'all gotta see this documentary on. I'm going way off the topic, but Valdosta, Georgia, was a place where that young brother was found in a mat, the rolled up mattress. I mean, not mattress, the rolled up mat in the gym.
Sorry.
Right, in the gym.
Yeah, I did see
Valdosta is known because of Mary Turner. Mary Turner was the black lady who spoke out about her husband being lynched. So they took Mary Turner and they lynched her, and they cut the baby out of her stomach. She was pregnant, and they stomped on the baby, fell out her stomach, and they stomped on the baby's head and hung the sister. Valdosta is known for being racist, but then this case right here, what we're talking about with the brother who was killed in the school, and he got rolled up in one of the mats, and they found him the next day. And what happened was, and I'm gonna tell you, we watched the documentary. What happened was two of the oppressors that was going to school with him killed him because of a fight that they had prior, like a couple weeks before. But the reason that it got covered up was because one of the oppressors' father was an FBI agent. Right. So they covered it up. And guess what? The gym is under surveillance, right? 24 hours a day, the gym is under surveillance. With the time when he entered the gym and to the time they took the body out is gone. Just mysteriously, all the cameras that work in the gym is just gone. Then guess what? They exhumed the body, and they wanted to check his organs to see what kind of trauma was done to do a second autopsy. All his organs were gone, and he was stuffed with newspaper. Yeah. Valdosta, man.
So
go ahead.
I believe his name was like Kendrick Johnson, I think, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Was that his name? Okay.
I don't want to say it wrong, because so if somebody could look it up, y'all can look it up real quick. John, what's that? Kendrick Johnson. KJ. Yeah, KJ. Kendrick Johnson. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, let me see. I got some comments in here.
Yeah, I did see that
documentary.
That's
LaBar, Jersey City. All right, LaBar. Salaki, 2 hours away from Toronto. Your quad is out. Well, look. All right, you 2 hours away from Toronto. Wait a minute, but he's all the way up top. So yeah, I mean, whatever works. I mean, if you got a clean passport and all of that, and you could travel up, 2 hours is better than 4. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Wherever the spirit leads you at, brother, do it. All right. Just started paint. All right, just started paint. We're gonna have to see what paint or art means in Hebrew. We're gonna have to give you that name. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it. So wherever you at, I'm not sure what city you in. then we can go ahead and get you, get you some of this time so that you can get your Hebrew name. Let's try to do it before Passover. So contact the brother in your city, captain or whatever that's nearest to you, and let them know, man. Like, hey, I've been in class for over 90 days, and you want your name. All right. So read it one more time. Galatians 2:11, please.
Okay, sir. Book of Galatians, chapter 2, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
But when Peter was come to Antioch,
Mm-hmm.
I withstood him to the face.
Right, because what did Paul understand? Like, if you got an issue with a brother, you go to that brother, man. You know what I'm saying? You tell him, hey, look, man, you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, man. You know what I'm saying? You can rebuke your neighbor, but don't suffer sin upon them. You know what I'm saying? And this is what Paul is doing. He's seeing them straight up. Like, look, I got an issue with you, right? He withstood him to his face. Go ahead.
Because he was to be blamed.
Mm-hmm.
For before that certain came from James,
mm-hmm.
he did eat with the Gentiles.
Right, because remember, you got like in what's that called? In Acts 10. You know what I'm saying? He knew, he got the vision that he had to go, to the Gentiles, right? Through Cornelius, right? He knew what the mission was, but he stood away from him when what? Keep going.
Okay. But when they were come, he withdrew and separated himself,
mm-hmm.
fearing them which were of the circumcision.
Right. So he knew what the mission was from the Lord, but at this time, he knew once say, okay, let me give you an example. So say, me and Itarah, we from Jerusalem. Now I know where my mission is, and I see Mataziala come. Mataziala comes, he's from Greece, right? But he's an Israelite. So when he comes and and Itarah sees me, but me and Itarah, we here, we know what the deal is, right? We both from Jerusalem, and we see Mataziala come, but when Mataziala come, I just separate myself from him because I'm afraid of what you're going to say to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's going on, and this is what Paul is, checking him on. Saying, yo, you tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what the deal is. Because remember, Peter got the vision in Acts, the 10th chapter with Cornelius. He got the vision, you know what I'm saying? Or the revelation. And Paul got it in Acts, the 9th chapter. All right. No sweat. All right. Let me get, all right. I can't find that one with the sisters, man. If y'all can see me, if y'all could go in the chat, well, hit the chat up and let me know that one where the sisters was arguing. I can't find it because I don't have it here, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to take up too much of the class's time trying to look for it myself. It might be 1 Corinthians 7:28. I'm not sure. Or it might be Proverbs 19. Hold on, let me check that real quick. They're like, hurry up, nigga. We don't want to see you looking for those scriptures. Proverbs 19. Let's see if it's Proverbs 19. Proverbs 19. No, that's not it. All right, no sweat. All right, so you could drop that. We'll drop that for right now. And let me get Ecclesiasticus 37:12.
Okay.
See, I got my 16:11 right here. This one right here, this is a good one right here. You know what I'm saying? My rib got me this, and I use it. You know what I'm saying? Because she said I don't use stuff that she buy me. You know what I'm saying? But this is my Ecclesiasticus. This is my Apocrypha. I use this as my Apocrypha. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a dope book. I mean, it got real leather. It's a Cambridge joint. You know what I'm saying? It's in a box. The Cambridge Bible. All right. So 37 and let's get 37. Let's start at 5. I'm gonna have you read down a little bit, Mataziala, if you don't mind.
No sweat, sir.
Yo, T. Will said, dang.
He wanted that breakdown. He wanted that scripture.
Which one? Oh, that one with the sisters?
Sisters.
Ah, man.
I believe that's what he wants, sir.
Yeah, that one with the sisters. Oh, man. I'm going to get it, man. Damn. The one with the sisters, man. Arguing. All right, so let's get it.
Come.
Damn.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 37, verse 5. There is a companion which helpeth his friend for the belly.
Hold on 1 second before you read. One second.
Come.
Let me check one more thing. I guess I'm gonna find that one, man. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Come.
Ecclesiasticus,
Book of
37 and 5. So we're starting. We're gonna come down. All right. All right. You got it.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus. That's in the Apocrypha,
Mm-hmm.
chapter 37, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
There is a companion which helpeth his friend for the belly, and taketh up the buckler against the enemy.
Y'all know what this is, right? Have we been here before?
Come. So we
Have we been here before, Aitzara? No? Yeah, we got to go back on it. We got to hit it again. All right, what do you think it is? I want to make sure everybody understands what's going on here. All right? If a friend is a friend for the belly, what's that mean?
In this day and age, they would call it like a ride or die chick or a ride or die homie or something like that. One that'd be there to the end.
Right. Because if I'm not there for you, I'll be sick. You know, think about it like that, right? Right? You my friend for the belly. Because if I'm not there for you, I'll be sick, man. I'm sick without you. You know what I'm saying? Being there for you, you being with me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get it, right? All right, no sweat. Let's move on.
Come. Verse 6.
And take up the buckler against the enemy, which means like you shield against haters. All right? I'm just kind of trying to keep it today, right? All right, go ahead.
Verse 6. Forget not thy friend in thy mind, and be not unmindful of him in thy riches.
Mm-hmm.
Every counselor extolleth counsel, but there is some that counseleth for himself.
Right, out of what they can get out of it. Right. So some people they'll give you counsel. And this is where, you know, brothers gotta make sure that they're getting the right kind of counsel. Don't get counsel from, you know, the nigga that's around your way. Don't get counsel, you know, if you're a sister, don't get counsel from the new sister that came into the school. Get counsel, man, from a senior sister. If you a sister that, you know, you might not necessarily want you know, counsel from like, you know, some sisters, they have woman stuff, right? That maybe a brother might not be able to talk to them about, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, go to, you know, like if you got to go to a sister, then maybe go to a sister that's like a more senior sister that's been in the school for a while that can help you out with you know, if you're a younger sister in the school, you know, go to a more senior sister in the school, and you know, and maybe you could talk about your problems there. But of course, if you know, if it's a bigger issue, then you can go to like General Mahyman, or you can go to, you know, Command John Yohana, you know, those you know, senior men in the school, because they can give it to you from both sides. They can, you know, judge the matter right from both sides, right? Go ahead.
Verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
Beware of a counselor, and know before what need he hath, for he will counsel for himself, lest he cast the lot upon thee.
Right. So, okay. So what? Okay. So, okay. Let me read it one more time. I'm going to read it. So, beware of a counselor, comma. So it's telling you, watch who the hell you talking to. Point. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, watch who you talking to, comma, right? And who you getting advice from, comma, right? And know before what need he hath. So you gotta prepare yourself. Like when you go to get counsel from somebody, you go to get advice from somebody, you better understand what type of ulterior motives that he has when you go get counsel from him. Because if he has an ulterior motive, he's going to counsel you for himself and what he can gain out of the situation. You know my point? All right. Keep okay. And lest he cast a lot upon thee, right? He gonna give you counsel and then just see what the hell happens from it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you go to jail, whether you die behind it, or whether you make a bad mistake, right? Whether it's men or women, right? Verse 9.
Verse 9. And say unto thee, thy way is good.
Say that one more time.
And say unto thee, thy way is good.
Because he know that he see you about to jump out the window. He see that sister that you going to see you about to crash out and do something stupid. I'm keeping it all 20. I'm keeping it all new lingo. Right. They see you about to crash out and do something stupid, right? Keep reading.
God will cut.
And afterward, I'm sorry.
And afterward, he stand on the other side to see what shall befall thee.
Right, to see what happens at the end of the day. Like, yeah, you're right. You're right, sis. Go hit over there and you let them sisters know, man. Go on and take that pistol over there, man, and go let them sisters know what the hell's going on. Let them know you ain't nothing to be played with. And sit back and see what the hell you about to do. And you not thinking you go over there to some other sisters that you beefing with on Instagram, something stupid like something stupid like Clubhouse, and you go over there to crash out, and you got your pistol because you didn't got counsel for some stupid sister that don't know what the hell she's talking about, and she got you, and she's gonna sit on the other side to see what happens out of the situation. And now you over there and you blow this sister's brains out because something she said on Instagram, or because she says you heard that she was messing around with your man or something. And now you in prison, or you getting 100 years hard labor, depending on where you at. Louisiana still do that. They give you 100 years hard labor. You know what that means? Hard labor? That means you can't get like a good job. That means that your job, like whenever you're in prison, your job has to be hard. So you know how like when you come into jail, like in Louisiana, they might have you out in the fields because you eat what you pick. In like Louisiana, Angola, you eat what you pick. So when you come in as on the low end, you got to go out in the field every morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. You go out and you pick. You know what I'm saying? The corn, you planting, you doing all that, you bringing in the harvest, right? Hard work. And you can't move up because they say you got 100 years hard labor. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to work hard every day until you die, right? All right, no sweat. There ain't no moving up until, where you can make, clothes. You know what I'm saying? You wake up and it ain't really that hard every day, but it ain't going to get like that, all right? So it says... and afterward he's saying on verse 9, and he's saying to thee, thy way is good, and afterward he's staying on the other side to see what shall befall thee. Verse 10.
Consult not with one that suspecteth thee.
Mm-hmm, right. Somebody that think that that you want something from him, or somebody that suspects something that when you come in to get this counsel from him, like you have ill intentions with it. Right? Keep going.
And hide thy counsel from such as envy thee.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11.
Somebody that want what you got. Let me look up envy. All right. Envy. What is envy? All right. Let's see. Let's get it. I want everybody to have a full understanding of what's going on here. All right. I'll look up anything. I don't know. A feeling of discontent or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions, qualities, or luck. So, envy has killed a lot of brothers, man. Envy killed a lot of sisters. You know what I'm saying? Today they call it haters. That's what somebody that envies you. They hate you so much. They love you so much, and they hate you so much at the same time. That's envy, because they want what you got. They want to be in your position. The sister want that man that you got. and she'll do anything to do it to get you out of the way. You know what I'm saying? They got shows that's dedicated to it, you know, on ID channel called Snapped. It's called Snapped. What's some other ones? Kazakawa, Daily Wives. You know, you can keep on naming them. They got 24-hour programming. You know, what? Yeah, my girlfriend made me do it. You know what I mean? That's from envy. You know what I mean? And because, you know, with white folks, when you with a white woman and she want to get with another dude, she don't just leave the relationship. She get the other dude to kill you. That way she can get the insurance money and be with you. Like, you know, that's on a whole nother level. But go ahead, continue.
Okay.
Can you let them know where you at, please?
The book of Ecclesiasticus, in the Apocrypha, chapter 37 and verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Neither consult with a woman touching her of whom she is jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Neither with a coward in matters of war.
Right. You ain't gonna go to no coward when it's time to go to war, right? That's, you know what I mean? Like, that's why, like, even with camp, if a brother, like, he don't want to go to camp, and every week he giving excuses why he can't go to camp. I can't go to camp. 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 Right? It's like, all right, so let me not force this brother to go. You get my point?
Okay.
Not the brothers that got a legitimate, you know, reason why they can't. Not talking about that. I'm talking about the brothers who making up excuses. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to consult with that brother when it's time to go to war. Because what's going to happen? He going to bounce. He going to ghost you. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with sisters too. You know what I'm saying? Like remember, the sisterhood is supposed to be that much strong as the brotherhood. It's parallel. You know what I'm saying? Like everything you see when it talks about the men, it's talking about the sisters too. When it talks about men that have to be strong, it's talking about sisters too that have to be strong. If you got emotions, then you have to check it. You get my point? You have to check it and you have to move forward. You got to say, all right, no sweat. I'm good. You gotta kind of put yourself in the mind frame of warfare. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it, right? Those women that are in women are emotional, right? Right? Those women that are in the Ukraine right now, are they emotional? No. You know why? Because the Russians are killing everybody. The Russians are like, what? They on the streets killing everybody who's Ukrainian. So them Ukrainian women, white women are on like, yo, we fighting. We going to war. They got videos out. They got them Arab women, bing, 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 blah, 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 blah. Them women ain't, because what? They putting it to the side. They're like, well, look, I got to put this to the side. Yeah, I'm a woman, but for the greater good of this war, I got to put all this to the side. You get my point? And other nations understand it the same way our women got to understand it, the same way we got to understand it as men. You know what I'm saying? You don't consult with a coward when it's time to go to war. Everybody knows that. Nobody wants to listen to a F nigga. All right? Go ahead.
Okay. Nor with a merchant concerning exchange, nor with a buyer of selling.
Right. So this is okay. This is when it talks about a merchant of exchange, like somebody that's trying to get something from you, you know, somebody that's trying to swindle you. Right. We all know those types of, you know, we all know those types of people. Right. Keep going.
Okay. Of selling, nor with an envious man of unthankfulness, of thankfulness.
Right.
Okay.
When they talk about an envious man of thankfulness, like somebody who's fake. He envy you, but he be like, oh man, that's Gerard, man. Oh, sis. Oh, yo, sis, you the one, sis.
Right. Okay.
You the one, sis. Yeah. Thank you for everything you're doing for me. I appreciate everything you're doing for me because you know what? Without you, this wouldn't even be possible. But at the end of the day, that sister hates your guts. And she want your position. She don't want to like get the kind of counsel from you that could make her better. She want what you got. She want your man. You get my point? And she is, you know, fronting. And this is what the scripture is telling us to watch out for, right? So I'm just trying to flip it for sisters and brothers, all right? I'm working here, all right? I'm working. All right, go ahead.
Cause nor with an unmerciful man touching kindness.
Right, there you go, right? Because some niggas, they really, you see how it made the parallel? Like say it one more time. Can you say it one more time, please?
Nor with an unmerciful man touching kindness.
He's fake too. Because he's the brother that don't got no mercy on his brother, but he's gonna act like he do. You get my point? Like it's going. You see how like the way that the scripture is breaking it down is breaking it down from the side of women and the side of men. Because at the end of the day, it's all the same, right? We go through the same thing, just on different sides of the coin. All right, keep going.
Nor with the slothful for any work.
Say that one more time.
Nor with the slothful
for any work.
For any work.
Why are you? That's how I wanted you to say it. It's like nor with the slothful for any work. What the hell are you consulting with somebody who ain't doing nothing? This sister brought in some goddamn salmon cakes that I'm gonna enjoy after this class, right? Why the hell should she be consulting with a sister that ain't doing a damn thing? Right? That's what it's saying here. You know, like if I'm consulting, if you know who I consult with, Mataziala. I consult with, Thushiam. I consult with Matazapa. I consult with Captain Tawar. I consult with brothers who are actually working. What the hell am I consulting with somebody who don't come to class? What the hell I even need to talk to you for? I got you. Hey, what up, bro? Oh, man. I pull up all the time. I pull up, brother across the street. You know what I'm talking about. It's around a brother that play the music all day. I see him. Hey, what up, man? What up, man? Yeah. What you doing, man? Oh, you about to play music? I heard no sweat. I'm going to be in the house. What the hell am I consulting you for about the school? Like, yeah, man, what do you think, man? Because, I don't really like going to class like that. So what you think I should do? He going to be like, well, don't go. He ain't gonna say, man, you gotta keep it going. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep, he ain't gonna give you nothing that's right. So it's like, all right, I see what you said. I see the brother over here. You holler at a brother. Oh, you good? All right, no sweat, man. You bring it in. You good? All right, Most High in Christ, man. All right, bro. Hey, yo, man, come to the barbecue. All right, bro, I'm gonna come to the barbecue. You ain't going to the barbecue. I'm not going to the barbecue. But you get my point. You know what I'm saying? You don't wanna have counsel with somebody that is a sloth, somebody that moves slow, somebody that don't have no work behind them, right? Now, not saying that you can't deal with a person that doesn't have as much work as you have, but you don't want to get counsel from somebody that ain't doing nothing, right? Keep going.
Nor with an hireling for a year of finishing work.
Right, somebody that take a long time to get something done. You hire somebody, it take them a year to put up that damn door. It's like, damn, man, you gonna put the door up today? He's like, well, I'm gonna get to it. I got this to do, I got that to do. Somebody you hire to do something, somebody that takes all day to do something. A lot of brothers and sisters, when they come into this truth, they take all day to do something. Why does it take all day for you to come to class? What? Is it you got time to come to class? How the hell you know how much time you got? Who the hell knows that? You don't know how much time you got. And I remember when General Muhammad said this. How much time do you, okay, we all got time, right? That's the common, thing that's said amongst black people, Hispanics. We got time to get right. Well, how do you know? How do you know? Death is sudden. You don't know, you just die, really. That's all that really happens. It's not like you plan on dying. When I get up in the morning and I got to go to my slavery, I don't plan on dying today. I plan on going to work and coming home and watching BMF, on Stars. I plan on, coming home and drinking with Mataziala tonight. You get my point? Like that's what's in your mind. You don't plan on dying. You just die. And so this is why, you don't waste time with any of this. You don't have time to get yourself together. If you're sitting in class right now, this is your time to get yourself together. Stop wasting time and get yourself together. If you know if you're not in school and you're not doing everything you're supposed to do, you already know that. If you a brother, you know that you ain't really doing what you're supposed to be doing at your full capacity, that you could be doing it. If you sitting around and you could drink and you could talk and you could watch the Eagles Super Bowl coming up this weekend, you could sit in class for 2 stinking hours. Right. Come on, man. You know better.
Damn right.
But the thing is, you do what you want to do. That's why you're not here, because you do what you want to do. And you got a lot of lip service. And because of that, you are slothful and you will never get anywhere. You'll be like that what Christ said, that, the brother who had a talent and he buried it in the ground and he didn't increase that talent. That's what you'll be. You'll be that brother. You know what I'm saying? But then you got other brothers and other sisters that'll increase those talents that the Lord gave them, and they'll magnify it into something different. You know what I'm saying? So when Christ returns, you'll have more to say that you've done, rather than you just get that one thing and then you just dig it in the ground because you can't, work to make it even bigger. Right? And a lot of brothers and sisters, they fall right there. That's where they fall. All right, keep going.
Nor with an idle servant of much busyness.
Mm-hmm.
Of much business, Salaki.
Mm-hmm.
Hearken not unto these in any matter of counsel.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12, Ecclesiasticus chapter 37, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
But be continually with a godly man.
That's right, man. You want to continually be with a godly woman or a godly man, right? Keep reading.
Whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord.
Right. So this is who you want to associate yourself with. Being in the truth, part of it is who you associate yourself with. I associate myself with the same people because those same people I have grown to have a bond with, because those brothers, those sisters, they keep the commandments of the Lord, right? And that's who I choose to have a bond with. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to keep company, or you don't want to have a bond with people that don't stand on the same principles that you stand on, because at the end of the day, it's not going to work. Right? Keep going.
Okay.
Whose mind is according?
Whose mind is according to thy mind.
If you could, Salaki. So you want to keep company with people that think the way that you do, right? You don't want to have. Okay. I'll give you an example. Right? My best friend in the world is Javier. He's a Puerto Rican, right? Now, he's my friend in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. Now, I love him, love his family, love love his sisters, love everybody, because they did nothing but show me kindness. They did nothing but, show me, gratitude, what I'm saying, for staying down with him while he was locked up. For, just being there. If y'all know anything about Hispanics, they're very, very loving people. They're just cool people. They're not trying to, and for a while there, I didn't even hang around black people, because I was like, man, black people are going, do this and do that. And, you're going to have to worry about this and worry about that. So for a while there, I only hung out with like Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and stuff like that, because of their sense of, family and stuff like that. But at the same time, he's my friend. You know what I'm saying? But now at this point in my life, I understand that he's my friend, but he's my friend outside of the truth. And I'm not going to get any counsel from him, even though he's my homeboy. You cool. You know what I mean? We ain't got no issue. You know what I mean? My man, 50 grand, but I'm not going to get any counsel from you. I'm going to get counsel from brothers that has the same mind as me.
Right.
You get my point?
Right.
And that's where you have to be able to make the separation, because sometimes it's kind of hard to make those separations between people that are, your homegirl from the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, come on now. We in the truth, but we've been in the truth long enough to understand that there's people in the world that might not necessarily believe what you believe, but they're your homegirl. They ain't going to let nothing bad happen to you. But at the same time, that's not where you want to go to get the kind of counsel that you need that's going to make you successful. You know what I'm saying? The kind of counsel that you're going to need that's going to make you successful is the brothers and sisters that are like-minded like you and that are in the same, that follow the commandments and do what the Lord wants them to do, right? The proof of that is when you look at when Christ's mother came up to him. They say, hey, yo, man, your mom over here. They holding her back. They back up. Hey, yo, Salakia, I don't want your mom over here. Your brother's over here. They want to talk to you. And Christ was like, who's my mother? Who's my brother? Who's my mother? What the hell are you talking about? Those that do the will of the Father, those are my mother and my brother. And that's Christ, man. You know what I mean? Like, just imagine, don't take out of like the scriptures, I mean, the Bible, but just look at like camp, how you see it today. You know what I'm saying? How you see it today. Like, it's like my mom come up like, yo, hey, Salakia, it's Zaiwan, your mom trying to talk to you. I'm like, yo, who's my mother? Who's my mom? Right. You know what I'm saying? If y'all do the will of of the Lord and y'all follow the commandments, then y'all are my mom. And your mom, she probably sitting there like face on the ground, but it's what the scripture is talking about. Right? It's right. All right? Keep going.
Tamakan. And will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. Right.
So the Lord whose mind is, it says, but if he will, verse 12, but if he be continually a godly man whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. Like, you want somebody that's gonna, if you fall, they're gonna fall too. They're gonna feel your pain. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 13. And let the counsel of thine own heart stand, for there is no man more faithful unto thee than it.
Mm-hmm. Then the counsel of a brother or a sister that's really there for you. Right? Keep going.
Verse 14. For a man's mind is sometime wont to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above in an high tower. Right. So, let me read it one more time. So, for a man's mind is sometime want to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above a high tower. Right. Read the next scripture. Verse 15. And above all this, pray to the Most High, that he will direct thy way in truth. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? You might want to talk to so many people, you know what I'm saying? So many other people, but at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you lean on the Lord. Right. You might want to get that counsel from this person and that person. But at the end of the day, if you stand on the Lord, that's where your help is going to be. Oh, is the incense too much? Or is there too much smoke in here? I'll cut it off if it's too much. It's rough. It's rough coughing now, ain't it? After COVID, you be like, the whole room look at you like. Look, hey, it was a white man in my truck today, because I was driving him around everywhere, because he was going to like different sites in the distribution, like fixing stuff, and he was coughing. I was like, hey, I ain't played no music the whole day. I ain't played no music. I'm like, he ain't listening to none of this soul stuff. I just turned it off, and he was just like, and I was like, yeah, you good, man? He was like, yeah, man, I just been having this cough, man, that I can't get rid of for the last couple of days. So I was like, but crack the window. And, I mean, that's, took precautions. Yeah, took precautions. Go ahead. So, yeah, a couple questions in the chat.
Yeah, let's go.
Yaquataza says, is it also covetousness too when somebody would do anything to take your possessions, sir?
Covetous?
Covetousness, yes.
Yeah, covetousness. If somebody what?
If somebody would do anything to take your possessions.
Okay, so let's look up covetousness. All right, let's get it. Definition of covetousness. Okay, marked by inordinate desire for wealth or possessions or for another's possessions, right? So yeah. So read that. What was the question one more time?
He said, is it also covetousness too when somebody would do anything to take your possessions, sir?
Yes.
Right.
You're absolutely right.
And right. Olivia Arnold says, once we come into the truth fully, we can't keep our worldly friends.
No, yes, you can keep your worldly friends. Yes. You know what I'm saying? You can, okay, if the person is not vexing you from being in the truth. You get my point? Like, okay, if the person is like, you know, because I got friends that are, I just told everybody about, you know, my friend that's in the world, you know, Javier. Javier is a good person. I mean, he stayed with me. You know what I'm saying? My rib seen who he was, and you know, she's a pretty good gauge of character, you know what I'm saying, the person, and she was cool with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a bad person. Everybody that's in the world is not a bad person. All right. They just, you know what I'm saying? But it's talking about, you know, the friends that, you know, make you want to resort back to the world. Those types of friends you want to stay away from. But if you got a friend that's in the world, you know what I'm saying, they like, yo, man, all right, what you about to do? You be like, all right, I'm about to go to class. They be like, all right, man, I'm gonna hit you up after class or whatever. Right. You get my point? That's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can keep friends that are in the world, and it comes with seasoning, right? It comes with seasoning as you be in the truth, man. I mean, now, if you got friends that are, you know, that used to be your druggy homeboys and homegirls, and maybe you want to leave them alone. You get my point? Like, you might want to leave them alone because they're, you know, they might entice you to go back into the world. So you want to, like the scriptures say, you cut off that white arm if it offends you, right? So if it's something that is if it's gonna make you offend against the Lord, then you want to cut that off. You know what I'm saying? If it be friends that could make you possibly go back to the world when you're trying to get yourself right, then yeah, you got to cut that off. But if it's somebody that's like, you know what, man, I see what you're doing, man. You know, they might not be strong as you at that particular time of your life, but they love you as a friend. You know what I'm saying? They're not against you as a friend. So yeah, you can still keep those friends. Go ahead.
That was it.
Any more?
That was it. Other question, sir. Matter of fact, one more. Manu Tangama.
Yeah.
Can you prove that the Polynesian are Japhet according to scripture?
Okay, so so I can answer this question real quick. Okay, so that particular question, I'm actually working on that right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually working on that right now, and I got books coming. I literally am working on it, you know what I'm saying, right now. So if you just stay tuned, I'm going to definitely have it for you. I'm telling you, I'm going to definitely have it for you. Just right now, I'm going to stay on topic. I'm only going to take the questions that are specifically on the topic, you know what I'm saying, because that kind of like is a breakdown that I'm going to have to spend a lot of time on. And I don't have a lot of time today because I literally only have not that long left to finish the class. So I got you on that one. All right. Manu Tagaman. Wait till he see these books that I got coming. All right. No sweat. All right. That was it?
On the scripture, sir?
Yeah.
Unless you wanted more.
Let me see. How many more? And then also to Manu, you can also tune in to what's today? Tuesday. Thursday night scripture breakdown, you know what I'm saying, with General Mahyman. You know what I'm saying? You can tune into that class, of course. and you can ask us that same question, because of course we don't turn away from any questions. But if I can't give you the question right at that particular time, I can refer it up, you know what I'm saying, to a man above me that, you know, can get, where you can get the answer. All right. So there you go. Yo, George Sala said, where can I get access to the books? Look, check it out. I'm gonna tell y'all where y'all can get access to the books. I'm about to lay it out right now. That too, Amazon. But Captain Katazar's 12 Tribe Lecture. Look at Captain Katazar's 12 Tribe Lecture. They took it down off of YouTube because it was on Patreon. Flock it. They put it back up on Cross the Line Radio, and it's up there right now. Type in CTL Radio 12 Tribe Lecture. Captain Katazar, this lecture, man, I'm looking at the books, I'm like, Amazon, you know what I mean? As soon as he said Amazon, 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 and I'm just getting these books from Amazon, and they'll be here February the 9th. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like on a mission really to break down everything, break down all the nations, you know what I'm saying? Like the heathen nations, I'm breaking that down. I even found a book that shows that Moab is the Chinese, and Ammon is the Japanese, and Elam is the East Indians. You know what I'm saying? And I got something coming on Japheth too. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. This brother had to ask the question now, and I was trying to make this a surprise. All right. All right. So, yeah. So watch Captain Katazar's 12 Tribe Lecture, man. It's about 3 hours and 40 minutes. But what you say? That's a long. You gonna have to watch that joint in, like, you know, watch an hour, watch another hour, or watch an hour and a half, and then write everything down, because it's so. What you say? Like roots. Roots, huh? Yeah, it's like 2 parts. You go. It's a long breakdown, but I totally understand that. You know, yeah, and you know, and also. What he's asking is not a bad question. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a good question, but at the same time, it's like a loaded question, because it's going to take a little bit more time for us to like delve into it. But you know, it's a good question, and those types of questions just, you know, gets me inspired to, you know, go in and you know, want to find out that answer. All right, no sweat. All right, Tazawa. Hey, Olivia Arnold said it'd be so good that 3 hours go by fast. Right. That's right. Yeah, I can dig that. All right, no sweat. Let's get back into it, man. God damn, Manu. All right. All right, let's get it. All right. All right. Ecclesiasticus 6 and 15. Let's stay in the Apocrypha.
Oh, okay.
All right, 6 and... Hold on, let me see. It is Ecclesiasticus 6 and 15. Oh, is that the wrong one?
That's a good one. All right, verse 12. I don't think this was the one I wanted, but I'll just go ahead and break it down since we're here. 1 minute. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6, verse 12. If thou be brought low, You said starting at 12, right?
I'm Slocky. I'm in the wrong. Hold on. Ecclesiasticus 6 and Slocky. Okay, 6 and 15.
Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6, verse 15.
Was that what we was already at?
We was at 37
Okay.
in chapter 37.
All right, no sweat. There we go. That's the one I want.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing doeth countervail a faithful friend.
There we go. That's the other part of the title that we had. Right? Say it one more time, please.
Nothing doeth countervail a faithful friend.
Mm-hmm.
And his excellency is invaluable.
Right. So nothing countervails, you know what I'm saying, a faithful friend. And his excellency is invaluable. That sister is her excellency is invaluable because she's a faithful friend. Right? Then that's what you want to have in this truth. That's what you get in this truth. You get brothers and sisters that are faithful. And because of that, nothing excels their excellency. All right, go ahead. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 16. A faithful friend is the medicine of life.
Mm-hmm.
And they that fear the Lord shall find him.
Mm-hmm.
Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright.
Mm-hmm.
For as he is,
mm-hmm.
so shall his neighbor be also.
Right. So if you following the Lord, you keeping the commandments. You know, you a sister that, you know what I'm saying, is got a good reputation. You know what I'm saying. You a sister that's solid. Then that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get sisters that are solid around you. You know what I'm saying. If you're a brother that's solid, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get brothers that are solid. But remember, the first thing you want to do is you want to be solid in the Lord and with the foundation that the Lord sets for you. And then everything else will be added to you. Right? Go ahead. If you a real nigga, you're going to get real niggas that's you're going to be surrounded with. If you a fake nigga, that's what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? The same way, likewise, for the sisters. Go ahead.
Verse 18, Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 18. My son, gather instruction from thy youth up. So shalt thou find wisdom till thine old age.
Mm-hmm.
Come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth, and wait for her good fruits.
Mm-hmm.
For thou shalt not toil much in laboring about her,
Mm-hmm.
but thou shalt eat of her fruits right soon.
Yeah, you know what the her is, right? What's the her? Any sister want to take a shot at it? Go ahead. Right, but that's not exactly what I want. You're right. It is the truth. Right, but it's a specific word that I'm looking for. Go ahead.
Wisdom?
Yeah, there you go. The her is wisdom, right? So whenever you see, like, when you read the scripture and it talks about her and coming into her and all of that, that's talking about wisdom. I'll give you a precept on it real quick. Let me get Proverbs 4 and 7.
Come.
Well, start at 5. Proverbs 4 and 5. I'm gonna get there with you real quick. Proverbs 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 5. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not,
Mm-hmm.
neither decline from the words of my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Forsake her not.
Say it one more time.
Forsake her not,
Mm-hmm.
and she shall preserve thee.
Mm-hmm.
Love her, and she shall keep thee.
See that? See that? That's wisdom right there.
All right.
The sister's like, see, it's talking about her. See, the wisdom. See, when you listen to me, you'll be okay because, you know, the her is wisdom. All right.
Can I read that last?
Go ahead. You got it. Yeah, you go to 7.
Verse 7. wisdom is the principal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
Right. You got to be able to understand too, because sometimes, you know, you can get wisdom, but you might not understand it until a little bit of time passes. You know what I'm saying? So there was, like, I always knew that we were the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? But I didn't understand it until we went to the feast, the slaughtering of the lambs, right? That's when I understood it, once I was able to kill a sheep. And when I was able to go into the pen, and I was able to grab the sheep, and I was like, damn, his hair is kind of feels like mine, you know? And I was able to go into that pen and grab that sheep, the one that I wanted to kill. And the other sheep didn't do anything about it to stop me from grabbing the sheep that I wanted to kill. Then I realized that we are sheep, because the only thing that would protect me from going in to the pen to kill this sheep is if it was a shepherd that was watching over them that would protect them from me. You know my point? And that's why I understood that why the Lord, you know, refers to us as sheep, because without a shepherd to watch over us, all the nations just come in and just handle us any type of way they want. They can kill us whenever they want. They can exploit us whenever they want. And that's what made me understand that if you're going to protect the people, then you have to be a good shepherd, all right, or a leader, all right. I think that was it. All right, no sweat. So let's go back to Ecclesiasticus 6 and 15.
Come.
Oh, matter of fact, all right, start at 19. Salakia.
This book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6, verse 19. Come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth.
Meaning that you got to work for it. Go ahead.
And wait for her good fruits.
And then when you work for wisdom, you're going to get wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta work at it. Like when we tell our brothers and sisters to come to class, that's what we're saying. You don't just get wisdom and then you just hear it like, hey, yeah, man, with the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, no sweat. I'm gonna sit at home and just stay the hell at the house. It's work. You gotta work at it. I'm still working at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, you gotta keep working and keep on working and working. That's how it go, man. Look at General Hyman. General Hyman been in this truth over 20 years. And guess what? He still got Monday class and Thursday class. And sometimes some people might come with a question and General Muhammad be like, whoo, let me ask Commander General Yohana about that. You get my point? Like it's always work. He's always working. That's how that's how the kingdom gets here. You got to work. The sisters that are in this school, whether you in here for 2 years, 5 years, 8 years, 12 years, you still have to work. You know what I mean? That's why you come to class, because it's like you're working in the gym. You know, like when you go to the Planet Fitness, you know why Planet Fitness makes so much money when their membership fee is only $10? The reason that they're able to stay open and they're still opening up locations all over America when the membership is $10 is because they know that people are going to commit to work, but they're not going to work. So everybody that pays their $10, they're going to take it and they're going to give you a gym membership, but they know you ain't going to come and do nothing. You know, they know that they'll put a big old massage chair in here. They'll give you access to the showers, give you access to all the wonderful elliptical machines and the stair machines and all that for $10 in a building that they're paying $15,000 a month for rent. How can they do it? You know, you get my point? Like, how can you maintain, like, think about, let's take it off of everywhere else. Let's go Delaware. Let's go riverfront. You know what I mean? I know what I'm talking about. Let's go riverfront. Do you know how much it probably is to be on the riverfront right now? Like now we're not talking Market Street Mall. We're talking the riverfront where they're like, this is where Joe Biden got inaugurated to be the president. This is not, no crappy real estate. This is real deal real estate right here. So Planet Fitness is in, Planet Fitness is on, Jefferson, what's that? Jefferson Avenue. So that's the riverfront, right? They got a big old space, right? In the thousands of square feet, right? How are they able to stay open with $10 membership? Month after 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 month. They're able to stay open because they're going to give you the $10 membership because they know that you're not going to put in no work. Go ahead.
Just like sir, just speaking on how big it is, I remember going there when Barack Obama came, because when he got elected president, and that's where they held it. So not the inauguration, but they held something over there at that area, and he came and spoke, and it's a lot of it's a lot of land, it's a lot of area.
It's a lot of people that commit to work that's not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like that in the truth. You commit to work, you want to do it. That's why, like, with this work, you get wisdom, you got to work at wisdom. Just like you work at the gym, you got to get bigger. You know what I'm saying? You working every day, you doing them curls, you doing them legs, them sisters that want to get those buns of steel. Yeah, y'all remember that? Remember Buns of Steel? Remember that came out? Buns of Steel. Yeah, you want those buns of steel? You're going to have to work. You're going to have to work those glutes out. You're going to get on that Stairmaster. You're going to have to work those glutes out. And what's it called?
Not anymore, sir.
What the glutes?
Yeah, they just like to the military.
And go and get them, huh? Go and get them built up. Yeah, you cheating, man. You cheating.
Right.
Yeah, you cheating, man. That's funny, man. But that's the point, man. The point is, like, if you want wisdom, you got to work at it and you got to build yourself up, and that's how you ultimately get to where you're trying to go. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. He right though. People do that too with the what's that, liposuction? They just, instead of working out, you just get the lipo. Huh?
They call them BBLs, I think.
The BBLs. It's rough, man. You know what I'm saying? People cheat now. Go ahead.
All right. Verse.
Okay. It says, okay. It says, for thou, it says good fruits. For thou, verse 19, Ecclesiastes 6:19, it says, thou shalt not toil much in laboring about her, but thou shalt eat of the fruits right soon. She is very unpleasant to the unlearned. He that is without understanding will not remain with her. Right. So that's the brothers and sisters that you see leave. Right. The ones that do a goddamn video talking about you escaping a cult. Right. You just trying to come up with an excuse because you didn't work at getting wisdom. Right. You just felt like everybody else should do something for you, and ultimately it was the reason they got you out of here. It's no point. It's better to work, work at it, keep working. Every day that you work in the gym is, not going to be a good day. Some days are leg day. Some days are leg day. You know how you get them niggas that's like this and their legs is like this? Right. Yeah, because the legs is hard. That's the day that, niggas don't regret. That's the days that niggas regret. That's the day niggas loathe. Everybody want to do chest. Everybody want to get in there and do chest and do arms and do back. You see a nigga in there doing like this, doing 100 reps. He want to be like this. But guess what? Them legs is like this. Because legs is hard. You got to walk around and them legs is sore. And a lot of people don't want to do legs. You know what I'm saying? But that's the part you want to focus on. Legs, leg day. And that's how it is in the truth, man. Through the long haul. Every day is leg day. And nobody want to do it because it's easier to do chest. You know what I mean? So
what you bringing out is so heavy because Paul even tells us that like this is a marathon. So in a marathon, you on your legs, you running. So legs are very important.
Right, legs is very important. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and that's why I hope that brothers and sisters that's saying watching this, you understand, how important those legs are, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to take those legs back from Satan. You know what I'm saying? And you got to put that best foot forward so that you can build those legs up so that you can be strong and have a good foundation. They say it's easy to push somebody over that don't have a good, solid, foundation. You got to have them legs right. Somebody just come and just push you over. You know what I'm saying? You might be top heavy, but somebody be like, your legs ain't strong, and they just push you right over. You don't want to go ahead.
No, Captain Ariel said never skip leg day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right, Thushiam. Get ready for work. Yeah, that's how it is, man. These brothers down here, man, Smyrna, they ready for work. These brothers be working. They getting them legs up. And that's how sisters want to be too. You know what I'm saying? You can always do things in the truth. I say this every day. The sisters do not listen to me at all. So I don't even know why I'm saying it now. But I'm going to say it again. Like there's things that sisters can do that, you know what I'm saying, that shows that they getting them legs right, man. They're getting them legs up. And the sister's doing it. Tara's doing it. She, you know what I'm saying? She's, coming, you know what I'm saying? She's supportive to the brothers. She's making sure that, she's supporting the war efforts. You know what I'm saying? You know what they used to call it? What they used to call it in America? They used to call it something the Riveter. What was it called? Hold on. Sally the Riveter? Is that what y'all know what I'm talking about during World War II? The women who helped the war efforts in World War I, World War II? Hold on. Let me look it up. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to get it for you right now. Oh, I got you, sis. I seen you had your hands up. Hold on. The Rosie the Riveter. Hold on. Rosie the Riveter. Yup. Hold on. Let me show y'all the picture of this. Hold on. Riveter, like a rivet. Okay, if you could show this to the camera, I'm gonna show y'all. This is the image that they had for the women in the World War when the women were supporting the war effort. You see that? Yeah, there you go. We can do it. If you could show the sisters right there so they can see it. Y'all remember that? Yeah. See that? It was. Oh, rivet. Yeah, riveter, like a rivet, like, you know what I'm saying? Because these sisters used to help make like the manufacture the parts, like for the men who were going out to war in the World War I, World War II, and they would help out with making the guns, manufacturing the bullets, manufacturing the tanks, manufacturing, and the women, they would help out and they would help the war effort. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing that women can do here in the truth, because we go to war too. You know what I'm saying? But like Paul said, that the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, because we could pick up a gun and we can shoot, but who the hell will that if we don't raise the consciousness of our people, then you could put a gun in a brother's hands or a sister's hands, but who the hell they gonna shoot? You know what I'm saying? So we have to first win the war here first, and then we can win the war here. All right. You had a question, sis?
You've said that like women can get in doors that you can't. As a black man.
Oh, right. I'll stand on that.
Well, just let us know. Like,
do
you need it? Because I'm down. I speak Esau well.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
Most High in Christ. Yeah.
Whatever you need me to do.
That's right.
Just point me in the right direction. On and turn my Esau on.
That's right, yeah, because we need all of that. Go ahead.
Salaki, I was just going to say that goes into Olivia Arnold's question. What can a sis do in the body of the school?
Okay, so like, because like, okay, so with the truth, you want to always increase the truth, right? So yeah, I go out and I try to increase the truth by going to camp and going to, what's that called? City council meetings, getting on Clubhouse. Captain Tazariak does debates. General Mahyman gives counsel. He does classes. Command General Yohana is giving counsel to different cities and brothers and everything everywhere to push the truth. And every brother that's in the truth, that's pushing it. You know what I'm saying? They're pushing it because we're going out to war with America, right? That's the job of the men, right? So remember, and when you go out to war, there are certain aspects of the war that, maybe the men can't do, right? All the way. So like there might be a sister that could say, okay, all right, I can go into this spot, right? And I can talk to Esau, and Esau can give me 20,000 pounds of food that I can get out of here, that can help the war effort. Because remember, that's why the church is able to, I'm just giving this example, and there's plenty more examples, but like in this one example, you know why the church is able to get so many people? Catholic Charities is able to get so many people. The reason that they're able to get so many people because they're able to give people food. People don't want to listen to you if you can't give them food. You know what I mean? Because they're like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, we the Israelites. I get Christ is black, but what is that going to stop me from being hungry? You know what I'm saying? So it's like as you be in the truth longer, you understand that, that there's other things that you need to push the truth. You need food, you need, GED programs, you need sisters to be able to, you need to figure out, the issue of healthcare, housing. You know what I'm saying? Like all of those different elements come with the truth. The what's that called? The education of the truth is just a small part of it. It might seem like it's big because that's what you see every day on YouTube, and that's what you see on Instagram and TikTok and all of that. You see the educational part of it, but the truth is so much more than that. The truth is about how can a person eat that's starving? How can a person have housing that's homeless? How can a person that don't have a GED get a GED? How, you know what I'm saying? Like all those different elements that come along with it, like that's all of the truth. You know what I'm saying? And sisters, the part about teaching and going to war, you know what I'm saying? That's the part of the men. You know what I'm saying? The men go to war, but then the other parts are still open. So what you get that when you don't have help, you have men that are fighting the war and trying to figure out all the other stuff too. We're trying to figure out, how to have good health care, how to have, housing, how to feed, how to get education. You know what I mean? Like you got niggas who's out on the battlefield that know how to fight. They might not know how to do that, the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the sister might say, you know what? You fight. I know how to do this. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do this. I know how to get a grant from the government. I know how to get this food so that, so when we go out there, the soldiers, and they like, what are y'all fighting for? Y'all can't even give us no food. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. What you talking about? We got 15,000 pounds of food right now. They like, oh, okay. You get my point? It's like the truth is there's so much more than just the fighting part. It's the other part too. And sisters can help with that. And so many sisters have helped with that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how the hell can you go to war if you can't eat? You know what I'm saying? So the sisters, they do so much work, man, here in the school. And we appreciate all the sisters, you know what I'm saying, who do this work. And at the end of the day, man, the school wouldn't be nothing without the sisters. If y'all was at the last Feast of Unleavened Bread in Florida, I believe me and Mataziala was there because the other brothers that was from Delaware didn't show up, but I ain't saying nothing. But we was there, wasn't we? And what did General Yohana say? Didn't he give a tribute to the sisters? He gave a tribute to the sisters because he basically gave those sisters shine, and he said that this school wouldn't be nothing without the sisters, because it was a sister who helped out with the first school in Philly. You know what I'm saying? It was sisters who put down that credit card, you know what I'm saying, that helped and got the school where it was. So, and guess what? If you wasn't there, you wouldn't know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He brought up, like, you know, the sister Tazalaya, you know what I'm saying? He brought up, you know what I mean, those sisters that we see all the time that we don't know. We just see like, oh, okay, these sisters been around, but we don't know, we didn't know these things about these sisters, and the general brought it out, and he basically, you know, just let everybody know that, you know what I'm saying, that we ain't nothing without the sisters. And the sisters ain't nothing without us, man. So at the end of the day, the brotherhood and sisterhood is the foundation for both sides. And together we can, you know, we can grow into something, and we can put ourselves in the best possible position to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And that's really all it is at the end of the day. All right, so that's all I got, man. I'm going to end it, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got any questions, y'all hit me up next week, or y'all can bring it up Thursday in Thursday class. Go to school. I mean, go to sleep. Hey, look, I'm not even feeding into you right now. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the class out. Right. Make sure the temple look glorious. You know what I'm saying? Remember, the sisters are a helpmate, man. You know what I'm saying? Your ribs, she help you out. You know what I'm saying? And she do those things. And we appreciate every sister, man, who has put their brick in, every brother that has put their brick in. And I am not going to indulge in Thushiyim right now. All right? I'm not even looking over there. All right? So I'm going to turn the class over to Priest and Officer Mataziala. All right, no sweat. He all in the chat, right? All right, let me get the camera over to you.
Good class. Great class. All right. ISUPK security announcements. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it.
That's right.
After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek counsel from the heads. Tithes, which is the commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10th in Hebrew, ma'ashra. That's 10% for every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Priest funds, free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory. It's whatever amount you like to donate, or whatever kind of bottle you like to donate. Adeline brought in some very good cognac tonight that we was able to drink on, so that it's welcome. Don't think it's not welcome. It is welcome. All right. We have the
Feast of Purim.
Which is coming up on March the 5th and the 6th, which is going to be on a Sunday, I believe. It starts on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And that Monday.
It's going to be good.
Feast of Purim will be held in Smyrna, 202 North DuPont Boulevard, Smyrna, Delaware. Come down. It's in Sussex County. No, that's Kent County.
Yeah.
We are in Kent County, and it's right on the highway. If you can't get lost, just put in your GPS. We got smartphones nowadays. Put in your GPS, 202 North DuPont Boulevard. We're right next to the Taco Bell KFC. All right. We also have the Passover, which we touched on earlier. That's going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina. If you haven't booked your hotels, please get on it now. If you need transportation, please get on it now.
If I could say something real quick, just real quick, man, I'm on the Passover Council. Just for every brother and sister to know, look, get your tickets, because what he's saying is right. Because, okay, J. Cole is having a concert the weekend of the Passover, that weekend, and it's supposed to be 80,000 people that's going to be in Raleigh, so it's going to be lit. All right. Now, these particular things that are going to be in motion is a little bit different from every other Passover that we've ever did, because now on top of all of us being there, we got another 80,000 that's on top of that. I didn't know J. Cole was that famous, but everybody that I talked to said, "Hey, he's lit like that." Yeah, so and Raleigh is his hometown, so he's coming back to Raleigh to do a show, and everybody's going to be there. So when everybody's going to be there, remember the hotels are going to go up as it gets closer to the date, and they're going to start price gouging. So you want to get your hotels now, so that you don't wait, because if you wait, I'm telling you, you're gonna put in the 3 days or 4 days that you're gonna be there, and you're gonna put in Thursday, and it's gonna say Friday and Saturday is not available. Right. So I'm telling you, you got to do what you got to do now. Don't wait. The Crabtree is open, and the Sheraton, I believe, is open. That's where the Crabtree, right? I think the Crabtree, and it's a couple other ones.
That's the name of a hotel?
Yeah, it's the Crabtree. That sounds horrible name for a hotel. But the Crabtree Hotel, that's his horrible name. But which one you saying that, sis?
Where am I?
Yeah.
Marriott.
The Marriott. Okay, so yeah, some at the Marriott. All right. Salakia, I mean to interrupt
No
you.
sweat, sir. That's absolutely perfect, because that I forgot all about that. That's a good reminder. So you definitely have to get on top of that right now. And I know y'all don't have to say this to anyone that's in the UPK, but remember who you are and represent the school well when we're there. So we can fish, because it's all about fishing here in the UPK. All right. And remember, if you're traveling, the very next day after the Passover is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. All right. When you come back from the Passover, we will be in the Feast of Unleavened Bread, meaning all leaven has to be out your house. So prepare properly for that also. All right. So if anyone wants to be a trooper in school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that being said, Minavir Majum, which means to stand. Amajum Shabbat. Amajum Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakathum. Yahmatah, SAR, which means to turn. Sisters Amajum, which means to stand. We're going to give the sister a courtesy salute. Remember Israel, Amajum Shabbat. Amajum Barak. Yahweh Shemar Alatham Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yahmatah, class dismissed. Great class.
That was